In this recording, you'll hear reflections that were sent to us by people who took part in our 21-day annual meditation practice on Living Tao. They were recorded by staff members who were moved by the insights.
Spending the day meditating on the power of love brought happiness. Just focusing on loving energy is powerful and has the ability to change the world.
Intent and prayer is to transcend conflict and confrontation by receiving anything that comes to me with openness, non-resistance, and non-defensiveness. I feel the energy of the cosmos in me, and I will expand my senses to feel it in all things. In my life partner, in my family, in the earth. When I have harmed my partner, I harm myself. When I harm myself, I harm my partner. I intend intimacy and move away from separation. Being there for myself, my partner, and our relationship for all creation, which is one. I move toward oneness.
I have to love myself first and treat myself with kindness. Then I can give love to others.
It's time to voice my dreams. It's time to follow one of my dreams.
Today is Independence Day, yet with so much going on in the world, I find it difficult to accept everything as one. My Tao eyes are not seeing the violence as part of my world.
I'm much more focused on myself, on what is going on in my own mind. My favorite thing has become just sitting and feeling my own energy, feeling joy in all things. I no longer require stimulus for anything to happen because it no longer comes from outside of myself.
My awakening and reflection is that it is true that the reality of life is that some days will be lonely, and there will also be days when not everyone will like you. It took me a while to understand this, but I do now. I practice daily bowing and intestinal exercise to ground sometimes lonely or lost feelings, and immediately I come back to being present. It is in this present moment I realize energy changes constantly. That is my reflection for today and also gratitude.
I look at the sky every day and imagine the Earth's place in the Milky Way galaxy and feel that I am part of the greater whole. I love the Earth and take loving actions to keep it healthy.
What a world we would live in if love eradicated hate.
Love is like music that nurtures the soul.
Choices made from an honest, responsible, and pure heart will all be good choices.
After today's meditation, I'm reminded how we are all even made from stardust, from stars. I'm reminded again we are all one. Truly, our practice has awakened me to this in mind, body, and spirit.
I felt a sense of great appreciation for the beauty and value of all things as I meditated today on the interconnectedness of all things.
When I was a child, I remember how much love I felt for all things around me. Even as a young child, there was much that I seemed to understand about human behavior. I've asked myself many times what it is that I am missing, that I feel such a void within me, a deep loneliness. This brings me to my awakening. The love I feel for all things will be realized as I grow to love me. My deep loneliness is the absence of connecting with me.
I'm going to focus on going deeper and having more and giving more unconditional love in my true nature.
I am stronger today than I was yesterday, and I will be stronger tomorrow than I am today. Life happens for a reason, and life is happening the way it's supposed to happen. I'm living life to the fullest and use life's lessons to become an even stronger person.
How amazing to reflect upon light, even in the darkest, most difficult places and times. Looking back on the tragic experiences I have faced, I see the truth in the ever-shining light that brings light in the face of death. A light so powerful that it can touch a dying soul.
Today's meditation message has been particularly meaningful. I listened this morning and evening and have had many reflections. There have been a few events in recent weeks that have cast shadows of the past. Fear has been in control. I believed I had recovered from those memories, and then I realized those shadows of the past are there and manifested in how I treat myself. The change for me is knowing that those shadows are not me and never have been. I know the substance of my soul. There is no room for fear when my heart is joyful with the beauty of my soul. For years I recognized that I lived too much of my life in my head. As a result, many times I judged me as being a failure. I also recognize that all the wonderful and beautiful feelings within me to be of service to others gets frustrated from lack of action. Action is my awakening. Working with my body and focusing within is a healing journey for me. That action will provide me strength to live outside of my head and help others heal.
I will love myself to the fullest and share it.
I am surrounded by loving and generous people, and I know I am truly loved and wanted. I open my heart and soul to the world and say, thank you for being alive and healthy.
My meditation was on feeling and experiencing the Tao, rather than knowing it intellectually. During the meditation, I became aware of a box over to my right and found I had leaned toward it. As I righted myself, I realized that being in my head is being in a box, and that this meditation practice could get me out of the box.
Good character is developed by paying attention to others in a caring way. Being honest and sincere with people and taking responsibility for your own action towards others is the best way to become a better person.
I remind myself that I have the power to control my thoughts, emotions, and actions, and love starts with me.
Believe.
Your character shows how much you have grown. I feel that. I always expect something drastic, some earth-shattering, instantaneous realization. But what I really experience is gradual, almost unnoticeable. But I do notice my change in character as I am more calm, more patient, more tolerant, more loving, more compassionate, and more cooperative. I'm more understanding towards the people I love, which is harder than it sounds because I tend to be the hardest on the people I love. My expectations have been higher for them, but even those expectations of others have often lessened for me now. I'm much more focused on myself, on what is going on in my own mind. My favorite thing has become just sitting and feeling my own energy, feeling joy in all things.
I look at the sky every day and imagine the Earth's place in the Milky Way galaxy and feel that I am part of the greater whole. I love the Earth and take loving actions to keep it healthy.
In addition to caring for the well-being of others, an understanding of the importance of all things, big and small, was the focus of the day.
My focus has been and still is to build my confidence in taking care of me. An area that I have chosen is for my actions and my words to be compatible. I thought if I could complete some specific action that helps my body heal and to do it for 21 days, that I would be encouraged to keep going. I decided to keep it simple so as not to overwhelm me. Today, I completed the 21 days of bowing and belly button healing.
Thank you for this 21-day practice.